Hello everybody and welcome to another one trick with Diana. Now I know I took a bit of a break, it was the holiday season, but we're back now in the new season preliminaries, the placements, and I really wanted to wait until I got into ranked before I did any new ones, but this game has a very good point that I wanted to ensure that you guys saw. And so normally against a Teemo, I usually dominate because just once I get level 6, he can't stop the damage. But in this case, it was a little bit different. So I try to poke him. I miss quite a bit, much more often than I should be missing. But he is ranged, so he doesn't have to get close. So I don't have much ability to do anything. Not to mention that poison dart is just, or blinding dart, I mean, it's just so long range that it really is difficult to hit him without him hitting me. And he kills me here, I do believe, right? Yeah, just he does so much damage that there's not much I can do. So I'm at much more of a disadvantage than I normally would or thought I would be. And with the keystone that he has the little ghost creature, Averity? But anyways, I teleport back just so I don't miss this wave because I need the experience. He's already a level up. So anyways, I tell Vi, I'm pretty sure I told Vi to back off there because I knew Teemo went off the map in that direction, so I was like, no, I can't make it over there, and Teemo was coming down. So anyways, Bran tries to do something, gets repelled. But anyways, the keystone that Teemo has, the Averity, really works with Teemo because if he's close enough, it will auto-proc just as soon as it's back up because the poison on you will reproc it. So I get procced, or he procs it twice on me many times because of the poison. So I'm really reeling because the poison is decently hurting, while at the same time he gets this vampiric scepter, and I don't notice until I think I stop right about here to question that he's an AD Teemo. But the issue is that vampiric scepter is what is going to actually kill me, or at least prevent my ability to do any damage. So basically I just try to stay under tower, but Diana's a pushing beast, and he's ranged, so I can't even go up to meet the melee minions. So that is a massive problem that I just don't know how to get around. Anyways, just trying to keep the minions off, hitting the melees as I can. He keeps poking me a little here and there. And oh no, here it is. I see Teemo go off to the side there, and I see Vi battling the Shyvana. And I'm like, I don't know where he is. So I tell her to back off, and she does, thankfully. And gets out with a decent amount of health. Shyvana actually got out of that with more health. And I knew the Teemo was coming back up, so I didn't care to push it in any. Anyways, continuing on. I just am trying to get CS as I can with the Q. The issue is though is that the Q can push. So I try to go in right there, just a little initiation. And the Teemo just rocks me, and I can't, there's literally nothing I can do. That vampiric scepter gives him so much sustain that there's very little I can do, and I need to wait till my electrocute comes back up. And so that's what I'm doing here. So I'm just trying to buy time. I'm just trying to keep it pushed. But as you can see, or just over that little time period, he got so much health back right there. It's insane. And I'm out of mana, so I have to back if I'm going to try to deliver a killing blow. But just look at his health as I'm running back. like, I can't fight that. That's just too much staying power. That he needs no mana to keep his health up. And so I'm having a really hard time here because of that. And I think I see that mushroom get put down. I don't see that he has so many over there, though. And you'll see that... Oh, no, maybe not right there. That the Blinding Dart thankfully doesn't apply the poison. But just... He comes around here, gets me a couple times. And I think right here you'll see it return to him. And then the poison? Maybe not. I know it happens every now and then. I guess the poison doesn't last long enough unless he's consistently attacking. But that's the point of having a Verity on him. And see, I just go in to try to hit him, and he does a significant amount of damage back, even though I ran immediately away and shielded and everything. And I got my second proc on my shield. But anyways, he comes back in, and look at how much health he's regained. And it's like, I can't fight this. Anyways, he comes in. I try to hit him. I try to run away because I thought that would be the best idea. But I should have left him in the tower. But the poison gets... Or no, the Verity gets me because of the poison proc. And that's the point of it. Is that it's kind of like a secondary ignite. That if... he's doing damage, he can get that Verity proc, and it just wrecks me right there, because I would have survived if not for that keystone. So anyways, I get back up. I'm not sure what to do. He gets his Gunblade, and this is where he really messes me up. That I can't do anything anymore at this point. That I am pretty much out of the game for the time being, because I have no farm, and if he approaches me, he wins. Like, see, I try to come up here to just get my lightning or my electrocute proc right there, and he still does about the same amount of damage. The only reason he took as much damage as he did was because I wiped out the rest of the minions, and so he had the minions on him as well. Sorry for my inability to speak every now and then. Anyway, so I just keep trying to push this in, and I do believe that I'm just trying to poke him. I'm just trying to keep that sustain down, but like, look how fast he regenerates health. But anyways, I just go back and forth, and I do believe I die here in a second, because I think I step on that mushroom or I get hit by it. Anyways, yeah, see, he's trying to engage, and the thing is that with the Gunblade, he's guaranteed a kill if he can get me with it. So anyways, I hit that mushroom. I'm slowed, and so he just charges in. I only have that direction to go. I try to exchange the direction, but then there was that mushroom there, and yeah. What can I do? You know, I'm just getting murdered incessantly. So anyways, I'm just trying to maintain, just trying to keep the minions off. Anyways, he's at the tower. I just jump in to avoid the mushroom that he just threw down right there and whatnot. So at this point, I just get rid of the mushroom, and I'm just hanging back. I'm just trying to last hit again. I go back into this mode where I'm just, or not, I guess. He has too much sustain, though. I do know this at this point, so I don't know why I'm still trying to poke him, because he's just going to get it all back. I need to be focusing on getting farm. I barely miss that. I like run up to it, and she starts to swing, and then the minion hits him and killing him. So anyways, the minions are strong on my side. I might as well push it into the tower to try to have them clear out so that he can't just stay there. He does know Vi is down there, though, so I try to get him real quick. He gets me with the mushroom and does much more damage than I do to him, which really sucks. And just, I'm just trying to keep my distance. I'm just trying to last, or I should be trying to last hit. That other Q was a bad idea. And right here, he just, that gunblade hit just slows me so much that he can just sit there hitting me until I die. So anyways, Vayne on Braum. that shield really doesn't do much when it's true damage, so... Anyways, continuing on, I'm hurting real bad here, but my team actually does come in here to help me out, which is the main moral of the story. I am not doing well at all. So, some, I would say, less understanding would say I'm feeding, and well, I'm trying not to. I'm trying to do as much as I can. I got movement speed to try to counteract the Gunblade slow, which doesn't really help much, but just in case, and as well the Sheen to try to do more damage on that burst, and in hopes that I can get him low enough. Anyways, yeah, he just chases me down. I try to do some damage right there. I have to flash away because of that mushroom. If I would have stayed for that mushroom, it would have hurt. But I do forget that the mushroom is there. So I remember it's there right now, but in a moment I'll forget that it's there, and I'll actually step on it as I run back, I think, here. Anyways, he just sits back because he wants me to push the wave out because that's the only time he can kill me. And so, but I just hang back really far because I don't want any of it, and then I accidentally step on the mushroom, and a Verity hits me, or a Very hits me, so. Anyways, Gunblade, I'm dead. So, just that Gunblade is impressively strong on Teemo right now, so. Anyways, getting back into the fray, my Vayne is doing amazing, so I am actually really enjoying the fact that I have a fairly competent team, because most of my placement games I've been having trouble with that. I'll be able to keep at parity with the top lane, but the rest of my team just very much so loses mid and bot, so there's not really much I can do. There was another game where I even was losing, and then I got a triple kill because I came down to help and just started to pop off, but I couldn't do enough damage because first of all, the other team was always grouped up, and that my team would never group. So, anyways, getting hit by that mushroom, I'm really not quite sure which way to go after that because Teemo wasn't coming, so I was really wondering what to do at that point. But anyways, the wave comes in. Teemo's really hurt, and so what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to keep him off from being able to lifesteal. But watch how fast he regenerates his health. I saw that go down, so I evade, and just look at his health bar go up there. And I'm like, yeah, there's nothing I can do. Any chance of me killing him has gone out the window, so. Anyways, I just try to keep the minions at bay. He stays back, and I notice that my team comes in here in just a second, and I go to help. But I really wait for them to heavily engage on him because I didn't think that much could be done. So I'm here just more as moral support because there's not a lot I can do. But I actually do hurt the Shyvana a lot there. So it kind of gave me a boost in morality that I can do something. I just can't do anything against the Teemo. Anyway, so we stay and take this tower, which is the first good thing that happens here in top lane. And I go back because I got a little bit of money for helping out with the Shyvana kill. So I finish off my Lich Bane, and I just try to be useful on the map at this point. I start grouping because there's not much else I could do. The Leona is pinging Baron, so I go with her. Even though it's not really a good idea to do it now, but I place that over there, and then they try to engage, and Braum stops my Q, so I'm pretty useless without it, because Diana's Q is actually like 90% of her damage. If, as a Diana, or if you see a Diana use her Q, engage, that's flat out what you need to do. You have 5 seconds before she can actually do any damage, so if you can burst her down, if she misses her Q, you win. Essentially. So if you ever win against a Diana, it's because the Q missed. So anyways, we just kind of back off, reset after getting a kill or two. So I'm happy about that. I take all these minions because I need the gold. and just push this in very, very lightly, I do believe. But then back off because my team is engaging down here. So I head in to help out. The Vayne getting the damage on the Braum. I stopped for a second to get this because I saw it in here earlier. And not to mention I wouldn't be doing much right here. So the Shyvana tries to engage, but I go on the Teemo rather, but she just stood there, which was hilarious. But we got her. Leona does that, and so I kill the mushroom. She pinged it. But I'm just sad that we couldn't get the Teemo, because that Teemo needs to be dropped down a notch or two. Running through here, I try to hide in here, and then I noticed that, so I knocked that out. And I was actually waiting for my ward to come up there so that I could see anyone coming, so that I could start pushing this in. And then the Teemo comes top, and I'm like, well, I don't want to mess with that, so I back off a little. I do back off. I see the ward there, and oh no, do I hide here? Oh, that's right. And the Brand, I believe, comes up to help. I do believe. Oh no, that must be later. Okay. Anyways, Teemo goes back, so I push this back in, and because the best thing you could do is have a wave that's pushed. Not to mention that was a cannon wave, so I was worried about accidentally taking some of the fruit from the Vayne there. That's why I danced around a little. Anyways, this Baron, I do wait to the last minute to do my full combo so that we do as much damage at the end there as possible. The Braum almost took it, though. He did Q over the wall to get it. But anyway, so we all get the Baron buff, and pretty much all go back to base to recharge. But then Teemo starts pushing in the tower, so I teleport in to dissuade him. And the Brand's there too, so even if I didn't do, and even if, yeah, he just had a lot of dissuasion to actually do anything there. Anyway, so I'm walking around here. I don't know that this ward is here, so they know I'm sitting here. So I run up this way, put a ward, and we start doing Dragon. And Dragon just falls so fast that they don't actually have a chance to do anything. So, but then we just rotate into mid to try to keep pushing this in. And the Teemo's out pushing, which is very bad for their team, because if you look, he has the most kills. He's the most fed. Vi hits that, and I think I can get by, but then I get hit by another Jinx, or by the other Jinx trap, and just Vi gets wrecked right there. Teemo does come back at this point, but the Vi got caught a little too hard, and I couldn't help support, so because of the Jinx trap. So we do just disengage. I tell them to break it off, but then the Teemo does come in pretty far and gets caught by the Brand, which does allow us to engage a little. Shyvana then gets a little too deep and gets killed, and we're able to get out of there without losing anyone ourselves. They just were kind of on the fence. So running up this way, I hit the Teemo mushroom. It actually does hit the Vayne too, which kind of sucks, and I have to back out here. But the fight does continue a little bit, and we do lose it a bit, I think. Oh no, I don't back off because this Jinx is getting a little too feisty, and I know that I can kill her, so I go in, kill her, I run off, and then the Brand starts coming, or the not Bard, Braum. There we go. Starts doing stuff. What is my character? My character doesn't have one, actually. So can we get back to just being on my character? There we go. Okay, so I had bought because there's a juicy wave down there, and I do need more money or more gold. So I do have my Luden's Echo finally, which is really late in the game for me to have my Luden's Echo. I should have had it like 6 to 10 minutes earlier, depending on the game. So I pushed this in. My team is doing a good job just kind of baiting them around up in mid. And so they do actually get a kill on the Malzahar, I believe, here. Or they get a kill on someone here. And so, yeah. And so I just keep pushing this because I know that they just got someone. Not to mention, we see Teemo top. So it's going to be a 4v3 at the moment in general, because Malzahar's down. And so I just keep pushing this in, and we just get so much from that Malzahar death that it's important to realize to not get caught out, especially as one of the casters or damage dealers. Anyways, I see Teemo is right here. I try to pincer him because the brand was up there, but it didn't really work. I hit the mushroom, which hurts, and so I don't want any of that necessarily. And we do actually back out here because it was actually getting really dangerous. We only have 4 up there, it looked like. Anyways, I come top to push this in because we just need this continuously pushing. And so I start walking this way. I see the Teemo, go no thank you, and just back off. And I do believe I have some money for the needlessly large rod, so I head back to do that. And then I head back top because Teemo barely pushes the wave in. And so I just come back and I just start pushing it back towards them. I see the fight mid, and I see that the Vayne gets the Teemo, and so I'm not too worried about the fight down there because they evened it out, and then those kills pop up. So I'm pretty confident that our team is going to win that fight. Not to mention, you can see the Shyvana off in bot lane, so that was a 4v4 when it started, it seemed like. And so we just push everything in at this point. And so the lesson here is you can have the worst lane in the world and still come back if you have a competent team and you work with them once you start grouping. We do have to back off here for a moment because we just don't have the force to do anything yet, but I do help the Vayne take this. We don't have the manpower to take the Baron, especially not with all of them up, because if they ambush us, we're not going to win that fight. And so, and here comes actually a really good engage. So I dropped that ward right there, but Shyvana with her Q is able to take it out. But then an interesting thing happens. The Leona runs up and it starts this little taunt thing, and I wait back here because I know the Teemo's going to come in to try to kill the Vayne. And so we just annihilate him because he didn't think I was there. So we get the kill on the Teemo, and this just starts the push into the base, the final push into the base, where we now have Brand back with us. We have Vayne with us. There's me here as well, and I can one-shot just about anyone. I use my Q, so I back off for a second because the Jinx will murder me without my Q. Anyway, so I just focus on the base for the most part. My team has them for the warded away. So, and that's how we win. And it's just, remember, you can have the worst lane in the world and you could still pull it out. That you can still pull off a win. And all you need is a team that is fairly confident. If you look at when the turning point was, most of the towers were still up on the enemy team. That we got, it was actually that engagement in top that actually started to sway the fight. So no one really had a terrible lead up until that point, or at least it didn't seem like it. And then everything just started to snowball one direction. So yeah, just remember, you could have a crappy lane matchup and still win. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do leave a like, as it really does help the channel, and do subscribe because YouTube's changing its things, which means I'm not going to be monetized anymore, but that's fine. I do this more for fun anyways, so subscribe if you're not already to catch the next episode as it comes out. I will be doing a ranked series once the placements are done. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.